People from Alabama, how do you feel about the never-ending jokes and memes of incest? As someone from Arkansas, I'm just glad Alabama has been selected as the internet's go-to stereotypical Southern state. As an Alabamian living in Mississippi, I have zero idea why Alabama gets picked on more than Mississippi. Maybe because people don't want to make Mississippi feel worse for itself? I do know for a fact that, "Thank God for Mississippi," is 100% accurate. They might make fun of us, but the current trending porn theme of step sibling or step child makes me wonder if it's more of a shifting attention kind of thing. Agreed. Step isn't incest, just embarrassing and a horrible idea. I think the whole step thing has mainly just become a search tool for specific aesthetics of porn. Step-sister equals similar age man and woman, usually both young step-daughter equals older man and younger woman. Stepmother equals younger man and older woman. Sure, there's big studio professional scenes that purposely script some like they're incest scenarios, which is weird as hell emo, but there's a ton of completely unrelated stuff that just contains those words in the title. So I've been told. All I can do is laugh, I get it. I'm just glad I'm not from Kazakhstan and have to deal with Borat. Very nice. Unfortunately I'm from Geneva, Alabama, and I knew someone who had fucked their sister. The jokes were less funny after that. Because you found out before or after? Oof. I'm guessing it's all relative. I think it is somewhat regional, but Alabama gets the national prize. I know back when I lived in Oklahoma and Texas, Arkansas was definitely seen as the poster child of inbreeding. Living in Maryland and Pennsylvania, it's West Virginia. Get out. It's worth an eye roll, but only because it's an overused joke. Though it is kind of interesting seeing discussions about Alabama on Reddit, especially because some people very clearly think that the entire state is like the most rural part of the country. We have cities, I promise lol. And GT, we have cities, I promise. As a Californian I kind of get this. People think that we are mostly big cities. We have plenty of rural areas, I promise. Not from Alabama, but I always found it amusing people think the elite and royal families of the world are so enlightened when they are more inbred than the most isolated community in Alabama. I live just south of the Alabama state line in the Florida Panhandle. We once made headlines because somebody fucked a goat to death. https://wtf florida.com/news/bestiality-banned-florida-following-goat-rape/. Well, in my state, it was banned because a stallion fucked a dude to death. Video is on the internet if you know where to look. I know one person in Alabama. Is a literal rocket scientist in Huntsville. I have visited one town in Alabama, Dothan. It was quiet. I know a guy from Alabama and he isn't offended by the jokes and thinks it's funny. This past weekend, my husband and I were in a lobby to play some Phasmophobia. When we told the group we were from Alabama, one of the randos asked if we were brother and sister. I replied, of course, but only by blood. He left pretty quickly after that. You mean your husband, right? Me and my wife think the jokes are funny. But our dad thinks otherwise. This went over my head at first. LMAAAOO. Did you kick him out of your bed? I texted this question to a friend that lives in Alabama and she responded, can't talk, too busy banging my sister. The fact women still make the "banging my sister" joke puts a smile on my face.